Hello and welcome to LawSikho. Let's talk about the top 10 news developments for the day under 2 minutes for judiciary aspirants. And first of all, we talk about the national news. Now, at the outset, we discussed the passing away of Dr. Manmohan Singh, the noticed economist and one of the finest statesmen that our country saw. So, Manmohan Singh, one of India's illustrious statesmen and the architect of our country's economic liberalization in the early 1990s during the tenure or the government of P.V. Narasimha Rao. He, is a noticed economist or was a noticed economist, and he led our country as the Prime Minister for 2 consecutive terms, starting from 2004 to 2014. And his policies have been always oriented towards inclusive growth, poverty elevation, and infrastructure development. In spite of being a part of a coalition government, he managed to pull through some important legislation, be it the Right to Information Act or the Manipur Act. And he also successfully navigated our country through one of the most severe economic crises globally, which was seen in the year 2008. Moving on, now Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, he has recently laid foundation stone for the Ken-Betwa river linking national project, which is going to ensure prosperity in the Bundelkhand region. He also inaugurated Omkareshwar floating solar project and laid foundation for 1,000 plus Atal Gram Sushashan buildings. Moving on, now let's talk about Aditya Birla Capital. So Aditya Birla Capital has become the first financial services company to integrate lending, insurance and investments on the Open Network for Digital Commerce, which is a government initiative. Now we have a sports-related development where we talk about the 67th edition of the National Shooting Championship. So here, Bhavtegh Singh Gill and Ganemat Sekhar clinched the gold medals in the men's and the women's Skeet respectively. Now let's talk about another initiative by the government. So the Ministry of Defence, it has launched the Rashtraparv website and app. This is to provide citizens with easy access to information about national festivals and ministry organized events. Moving on, now we have two back-to-back appointments related developments. So first of all, let's talk about the development of new Revenue Secretary. So senior civil servant Arunish Chawla has been appointed as the new Revenue Secretary. Currently, he's serving as the Pharmaceutical Secretary. Now this position, it has been vacant, the position of Revenue Secretary, it has been vacant after Sanjay Malhotra's appointment as the Governor for the Reserve Bank of India. Also, please understand, now Amit Agarwal, who's the CEO of UIDAI, which is the Unique Identification Authority of India, is going to succeed as the Pharmaceutical Secretary. Moving on, another development about appointments. So, Vineet Joshi, who is a 1992 IAS officer, he has been appointed as the Secretary of the Higher Education Department. He was serving as the Chief Secretary of Manipur earlier. And lastly, for the national news, the Maharashtra government passes the Prison Reforms Bill. So, the Maharashtra Assembly has passed the Maharashtra Prisons and the Correctional Services Act of 2024. Now, this act, it aims to reform the state's prison system. This bill, it is based on the Model Prisons Bill of 2023, which was issued by the Centre. That's all we have for the day. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe until I see you tomorrow.